Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing all right. Thank you as always for tuning in. So where am I today? I'm in Twickenham, and if you don't believe me, there it is. So there's a record shop here, obviously. It's one I've never been to. This is actually an area in London I've never visited before, but I've heard about this shop for quite a few years, and I thought, as I'm in London today, it'll be worth checking out. So it is a very nice day here, so come along and we'll see what it's like. I've arrived. This is Church Street in Twickenham. Just get out of the way because there is a car coming. It's pedestrianised, but cars can still drive down it, go figure. Right, yeah, so from the station where I did my intro, this is about 5, 6, 7 minute walk. Very, very easy to find. And it's very, very nice. Very, very nice. It seems like a good sort of nice place, Twickenham, to be honest with you. Certainly, yeah, it seems a slightly slower pace of life than central London, yet you're only sort of 25 minutes out of Waterloo to get here. And here is the shop we're going to. It's called Eelpie Records. So I walked past this twice because I couldn't find it, and here it is. And it appears to be in the back of a shop that sells craft beer. Now, that really can't be bad, can it? I mean, two of the best things in life under one roof. They're not open yet because I'm nice and early, and I'll probably head back down there for a little cheeky latte in a minute. But the actual shop itself, I've had a little peer through the window and you can see it through the back there. So all appears to be open. The flag is out. So we will go on in and see how we get on. All done, all done. Good shop. Liked it in there. Very, very nice. Really nice sort of chill vibe, to be honest with you. Very spacious, and yeah, good selection. And I got a good haul, as you will be seeing in due course. So, funnily enough, I went around. They've got, I would say the sort of stock is about 50-50 between new and pre-loved, or second-hand, or used, however you want to call it. Funnily enough, I sort of went in the main area, which you would have seen from the footage. Had a look about, got some really good bits from the jazz section, got a couple of bits from the new section, and I was kind of thinking, it's not a lot in the way of sort of just used rock and pop, really, is there? No, there doesn't seem much at all. Not that that would have been a problem, because I already sort of had a few little bits, but there we go. Went out to pay, and then discovered there's another little separate room where all the used classic rockers. So I was like, oh god. Went in and added a couple of other bits. So just bear in mind when you're in there, there's more than meets the eye. But I've tried to capture it all, and I think I sort of captured it well. But yeah, I've come away with some really, really nice bits. That road, Church Street, is lovely, and Twickenham, yeah, it seems like a nice place to be. As I say, it's yeah, slower pace of life than central London, and it's, you know, it's very easy to get to. So I'm just going to sort of head back to the station, and I will cut to wherever I am to show you what I bought. Wow, wasn't that great? Wasn't that great? I didn't know what to expect, and I'm so glad I made the pilgrimage down to Twickenham. Say down to Twickenham, down from Waterloo to South London. Yeah, and Twickenham, what a nice place, especially that road, Church Street, that was lovely. I think the regret is I didn't really have a lot of time to explore the area, but I'll definitely return to Twickenham. Not even, I'll certainly go back to Eel Pie one day, but yeah, it's the sort of place, yeah, if I'm up in London with the missus, yeah, we'll go down to Twickenham, head down to the Thames, see the actual old Eel Pie, the Eel Pie Island. There was a venue there, wasn't there? Apparently there's a little museum you can go and explore. Yeah, that gives you a history of the venue, so I've been reliably informed. Anyway, let's show what I bought. It's a good haul. So I mentioned there was plenty of jazz there, and you may have seen sort of the big jazz section in the footage. I struggle with jazz in the wild, I really do. Finding that the titles, because I'm quite specific with what I want, finding the titles that I want are difficult, but I came across two really good ones, as you will see. First one is Charles Mingus. The album is called Mingus. This is a reissue. It's a mid-70s UK reissue. Gatefold sleeve. I don't think the very first pressings had a gatefold. These are good. These mid-70s reissues that bought out in the UK, that, you know, on the Blue Note label, Prestige and Impulse, they're really good quality. It's pressed by, is it pressed by EMI? I think it's an EMI pressing. It might be CBS in this case. They're absolutely great. And it's a good way of getting a good early analog pressing for not a huge amount of money. This looks unplayed. There's not a mark on it. There's not a spindle trace on it. So I'm very, very happy with this. Cover's got a little bit of an issue too. It looks like a sort of mouse has nibbled at that. But yeah, look at it. Who's done that? Is that a little mouse nibbling away at our album sleeves? Putting them down to a VG Plus from near mint? I don't know. But yeah, I can live with that. So yeah, that was a very, very good start from the jazz section. Very happy with that indeed. What's the other jazz record I got? Oh, come on. From the same section. I was surprised to kind of see this one. This is Miles Davis, 7 Steps to Heaven, which I think, is it 1963, this one? What's it say on the label? What does it say? 1963. Come on, George. Seriously? I can't see it. I think it's 1963. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It looks like around the time it was released, maybe before or after Sketches of Spain, because it's got this little Miles kind of logo, this motif on it. I don't know if this is the first pressing. It's an early pressing. It's on CBS, and it is, I mean, considering the age of the thing, it's absolutely pristine. I know some of his early albums, they were released in the UK on Fontana, weren't they? But this might, I don't know if this is the first UK. I haven't had a chance to look it up, but the cover's in decent nick. I might try and get rid of that sticker. I don't know why that's there. And the actual record is pristine. What can I say? Love Miles Davis. I really, the jazz rock fusion stuff's great, but I love his 60s output. It's, you know, the sort of real organic sounding jazz. Kind of blues, obviously great. Sketches of Spain is great. So yeah, I'm always on the lookout for the kind of, you know, the classic Miles Davis albums. So that is really nice for the collection. So this one, now I mentioned on the way out from the shop that I nearly missed the entire room of kind of used rock and pop because it's just in a separate room. So I thought it seemed lacking in there until I went into this room. And got a couple of good bits from that section and really, really stoked to find this one. Terry Reid. What's the album called again? Seed of Memory. Terry Reid, I think it's 1976. Yeah, 1976. I've got the year right on that one. I've talked about Terry Reid quite recently because he has been raved about on other channels, and I found his record, The River, at Spitalfields a few months ago, which I did show, and I think I've talked about it since. This one, I believe, from memory, that Chris, the Suffolk record collector, showed this quite recently, and he raved about it. He bigged it up big time. So I haven't heard it, but the way I look at it, if Chris says it's good, it's going to be good. So I love The River, so very happy to pick this up. And this is a scarce record. This is very scarce. UK pressing, it's got an insert. I didn't know it came with an insert, but it's there, so I'm glad it's there. And this is on the ABC label. It's funny, someone's written VG on the inner sleeve, yet this thing is not a mark on it and not a spindle trace. It looks unplayed. It might have been played, I don't know. It's been very, very well looked after anyway. Yeah, great Terry Reid, isn't he? Said it before, and I said it again. He was the one who turned Led Zeppelin down as vocalist. History could have been so different, couldn't it? And also from the same rock and pop section, I got an upgrade copy, complete replacement copy. Second album by It's a Beautiful Day. This was very cheap. The copy I've got looks lovely and it plays awful. It's got groove wear and distorts, and I've only ever played it once. I liked the music, but it was really a tough listen. So this was there, very cheap. It looks like an even earlier pressing because my copy that I've originally got, didn't have a laminated sleeve. This does. So earlier pressing, perhaps? I don't know. I recently talked about the first record, the self-titled record, which I think is brilliant, amazing. From what I gather, their subsequent records are not as popular. They're not as good. But I have played this one once before, and I know I like what I heard. They are a great sort of folky, heavy-ish pop psych band. And yeah, I'm really hoping this one, a little bit of wear on the record. I'm hoping it plays all right. Fingers crossed. I had to get it as soon as I saw it. Great price. Couple from the new section. Now, this record, I went into the B section looking for it because I want this album. The album we're talking about, it's a recent release. It's Matt Berry with his album Heard Noises. Is it Heard Noises? Yeah, Heard Noises. And this is on blue vinyl. I should have really got this out the shrink wrap, shouldn't I, to show you all? Never mind. I'll do another video talking about the record and I'll show you the blue wax. Not to worry. There's the back cover. I could have ordered this online, but as you may be aware, the hardcore followers of the channel, I'm on an online ban, and that I'm including records of new releases that I want. I'm not buying them online. So I was really hoping they'd have a copy of this there, and they did, and I'm happy. Matt Berry is brilliant. Comedy actor as well. I think of him as more of a musician because he's released several albums and they're always great. Normally I always pre-order them before release, but I've kind of held back on this one for the first time, but stoked to get it. And this one, a complete blind buy, completely. I don't know anything about this, but they had a heavily reduced final clearance section. It's brand new and sealed, reduced down to just £10. I think you'll agree for a sealed record for £10 these days, that is a bargain. It's called Lutalo. The Academy. I think the Academy of the band, are they? Again, I haven't done my homework, but I did briefly look it up on Discogs, just to sort of check out what kind of stuff it was, what they were labelled as, and they are labelled as lo-fi, down-tempo indie. I'm like, okay, looks interesting. I can't say any more about this one anymore. stay tuned. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll do a short on it or talk about it on my weekend spins. But yeah, I do like to pick up a blind buy. It's a good way of discovering brand new bands as well. You just go in there and just give it a go. Because when it comes to modern music, I don't know what I'm looking for. When it comes to the 70s and the 80s, I know exactly what I'm looking for. But modern bands, contemporary bands, I don't know what it is. I just have to go in blind. Finally, we have got, this was in the collectibles section. I was like, we'll have some of that. This is the Mike Westbrook concert band. It's called Marching Song Volume 2. There is a Volume 1. If I like this, I'm going to have to get it to complete the set. I've kind of been aware of Mike Westbrook. I haven't got any. I've always had my eye on the album he did called Metropolis, which is on Neon Records. I do want a copy of that because I like Neon, but I've never had one. But yeah, he's got these albums on Duran. There's one called Love Songs as well, I think. But yeah, this is a jazz record, and I can't comment too much on it, but looking at the actual personnel on it, this is a big band jazz. There's, look how many people are on it. There's the list. There's probably about 30 musicians on it. So I think this is going to be an interesting one, and it is a scarce record. This is very scarce. Reasonably priced. It's on Duran. Sorry, excuse fingers, I'm going to be cleaning it. Got the original insert. But yeah, just nice to find in the wild. Very, very nice to find in the wild. So yeah, I'm liking my jazz at the moment. Jazz rock fusion, yeah. I am sort of edging towards more of this sort of music, definitely. So lovely one to pick up. Really, really good indeed. So, hang on. Wet the whistle there. So, yet another great shop. There's just so many of them, aren't there? I'm spoiled for choice. Honestly, we all are. If you want to go to these shops, they're all there. I do these videos because I enjoy doing them and I like recommending them. I hope I put a little bit of business their way now and again by doing these. It's great. It's great to get out and about, find things on the wild and share the experience. But there are just so many great shops out there. There seems to be, at the moment, far more decent shops than not so decent. In fact, there's hardly any shops I can think of that aren't so decent. There are one or two, and I don't tend to talk about those. But anyway, that's another point. To sum up, give this shop a try. Get yourselves down there. They are open, I think, every single day. I think it's like about 10 till 6 the opening times, including Sundays, but do obviously check it out. But yeah, they have something for everyone. If you want your new releases, it's there. If you want used, it's there. Conditions are great. Prices are great. If they weren't, as always, I would have come away empty-handed and I wouldn't have even made a video. I would have scrapped the video. I wouldn't have even sort of spoken about it. So brilliant shop yet again, and very pleased at what I bought. So anyway, that, as always, is all from me. More videos to come, as always, so please stay tuned. Obviously, if you like what you see, a like, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And what would be even more appreciated if you can hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, because I'm always planning on making content. Always plan to do more trips. I don't know if I'll be doing any more for a couple of months. I haven't got an endless pot of money, you see. But there will be more videos in between talking about different subjects and what I've been listening to. So stay tuned. So in the meantime, thank you for tuning in, guys, and take care of yourselves.